Alright, welcome to the sewing session of this tutorial. We have seen how to cut the collar in our previous video, how to gum the stay, and how to cut it out such that we have allowances. Now we are going to start sewing it. After gumming, then I notch the middle points. Both the upper part and the lower part here. So I will also do the same thing to this one. I'm going to notch the middle points. Then after notching the middle points of this, I'll be sewing from this edge all around to this end. I won't be sewing this part because this part is going to come into this. So let's just go to the sewing table for us to see it. So I already pinned it together, and then I'm going to start sewing from this point all around this way to the other end there. Okay, let me start from here. So I'm going to start sewing from here. Make sure you are sewing to the tip of the stay. It mustn't go into the stay. At the same time, it must not be far from the stay, just at the tip. So you have to be careful while doing this. You don't need to rush. So just make sure you sew around the stay. So after sewing round, you can see, so I'm going to notch this point to avoid sharp edge, so to make it come out nicely when I turn it inside out, please. So I'm going to notch this area, and then the same thing to this side. I'm going to notch it. Remember, there is a curve around here, so I'll do the same thing so that it relaxes nicely after ironing. So next, I'm going to flip it over, turn it inside out, then I will iron and come back to show you what we achieve. Okay, so this is what I have after joining it. Now we are going to be connecting the collar stand to the collar fold. So to connect it is going to be like this. We're going to form this shape. So we are going to be sewing the upper part of the collar stand to this, because you know this is the hub of the collar, while this part is coming to the into the fabric. So we want to check where we have stay. On this fabric there is no stay, so it will be going for the part of the fabric with stay. No stay going to stay. So let me just pin it now for you to see. So this part that has stay will come right side to right side with the parts without stay. Stay to the one without stay, why that, and vice versa, just like that. So that's the way it works. The reason is because we want this stay part to be on the outer part of the garment by the time we fold it, by the time we sew it, sorry. So I'll just pin it down, and then we are going to start sewing. So you want to pin and sew at the tip here, making sure that you don't sew inside your lining. You remember, you don't want to sew into your lining. So, and while doing this, when you are doing this, or when you want to do this, you want to ensure that you don't sew to this point. Like, you don't hold this collar fold with the collar stand. So what you just want to do is to move it in and start sewing. So this is where you want to start with the collar fold. So you can just fold this part. You don't need that part while sewing this. Then you sew around the edge of this stay, just like we did earlier. I'm going to sew it down, flip it over, iron it, and show us. So this is it. After turning it, I iron it in place. So I have the collar stand and then the collar fold. Then I fold this part where I have the stay. I fold it close to the stay, and then I do the same thing to the other side. So this is just one way of achieving your collar, and there are other ways to achieve your collar. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I can still upload more videos on another method of attaching collar into our fabric, or of cutting and then stitching of collar. So I'll be attaching the collar now. I want to get the center points of the neck line, the center point of the neck, which is here. Then I'm going to be sewing from this center to the front and from the center to the back again. So it's going to be this way. This part where I have my stay is going to be like this. Like, the part without the stay is on the right side of the fabric from behind. So the same thing is applicable. So I'm going to be, because I've already folded it, so it's just going to be in between it. Can see, this is the center of my collar. Then this is the center of the dress. So I place it together, and I'm just going to stitch this in place. So while stitching, I have to be careful to make sure that as I stitch on one side, is holding it in place on the other end. So I'm just going to stitch it in place now. You can pin it round if you like, but I won't be pinning it round. I'll just sew and then use my initiative to ensure that it is well placed. Okay, starting from this middle point. Ensuring that it is holding the two collar stand together. So you can see how it just fits in, because the measurement was accurate. So the measurement is accurate, so your collar will just fit into the neck, provided you take note of all your allowances. side done, and then I'm going to sew the other side as well. So you can see one side sewn, so the remaining side to this side I'm going to be doing that and show us. So like I said, provided your measurement is accurate, everything is just going to fit in properly. So thank you very much for viewing. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more of our videos each time we upload a new video, and click on the notification bell so that you get notified once we upload a new video. So this is our collar. You can see it looking nice. So this is it. Thank you very much. Bye.